Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. I'm starstruck. But here goes. Forget what your mind thinks it knows. What I am about to share with you has to be felt with your heart and soul. In case you didn't know it, we were all under Luciferian reign, controlling your thoughts, controlling your mind, controlling your life, controlling your brain. Please see with your third eye and listen from your heart, and together we will make a brand new start. Together equals we, equals mom, me, together he, she, together pops, ma, children. So fasten your seatbelts, cast out the doubts and darkness, and let's say this little story. If you loved an amusement park and you built an amusement park because you loved amusement, would you sit on the sidelines as you watched everyone else on the fun rides, some even scary rides, or would you just sit and be a spectator, or would you hide? Personally, I would participate and experience the ride. Ma and Pa God decided to experience that ride, and there's nowhere for darkness to run or nowhere for it to hide. It's been backed in the corner, so to speak. The final battle of dark and light is at its peak. All Cabal handbooks have been released. The first will be last, and those that were last and were the least, they will be the ones that will eat at the feast of feasts. At first, this might seem difficult to fathom. It might seem difficult to grasp. Please listen with your heart and receive a truth blast. Thanks to Mom, this will not take years to grasp. This can be done in an instant, faster than you can make a phone call, faster than fast. I've been in this to win it for the longest haul. I've made numerous mistakes, and I'm willing to bear it all. I too believed the lies, until through pain and suffering, I finally realized the lies. I was too focused on the fight of my life, not so much fear, but focused on all the strife. No problem ever gets resolved with the same energy that created the problem. Albert Einstein, quote, "No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it." Within the words solve and resolved contain the words love. And this is exactly how we will solve the world's problems. Love equals together. You and Ma, Pa, me, and our rainbow tribe family. Our dreams can come true. It's up to me and it's up to you to take antelope action. I am the invincible, fiery, victorious love of the cosmic Christ in the physical action here. I am, you are, we are, he is, she is. Together, one love. Forget what your mind thinks it knows. Feel with your heart, feel with your soul. False book smarts can get you only so far. Then you have to be willing to let the Holy Spirit take the driver's seat of your vessel, your car. Releasing the ego is not always pretty. Ourselves we do pity, and releasing the ego is not always neat. In fact, you might want to curl up in the fetal position and hide under your sheets. Speaking of ego, I've learned to make my ego my amigo, amiga. If I can do this, anyone can, for I had one of the biggest egos in the land. Leo ego, imagine that. Don't buy into the lies, they're all full of crap. My testimony of love has won begins here. Hindsight is 20/20. That's crystal clear. I was going through the darkest moments of my life. My mom was not well. My sister died instead, and she learned that she had rare cancer, 2 different kinds. When she learned she was terminal, she checked out within 10 days. Okay, Teresa's here. Thank you. Uh, so I became my mom's guardian, and I had lived out of state for 12 years to come back to the worst mess and a lot of tears. 12 days prior to this, I watched my only child, my daughter, Sienna, go down the road along with her daddy and Pop in my uncle's motorhome. Long story short, I had to get my forced divorce. That's FORCED, due to agencies that are rogue. And we all know all about that, so I'll just stop right there. But I might even change this light bulb, y'all. Just pause this. Okay, where'd we leave off? My daughter. So I watched my daughter go down the road along with her daddy and Pop in my uncle's motorhome. Long story short, had to get my forced divorce. Moved more times than I care to mention. I was coming out of MK mind control, black ops, deep state mess I'd rather not mention. However, transparency is key for the ideal state of sovereignty. I apologize to Mom from the bottom of my heart for holding up the mission. I beg for forgiveness for not paying more attention. It reminds me of that song by Shorty or somebody. I was like a plastic bag floating in the wind, not remembering that without you, I'd never win. You are the missing link. You saved me when I was on the brink a bunch of times. If not for you, then I'd be dead. You picked me up, put me back on solid ground. Thank you. So, Leo ego led me to believe that I was Mom, and the crew was making fun of me. Please understand what the cabal has done to my memory and literally jolting me in the neck residually when I was trying to open up and see. Because I did see 2 years ago and I was still iffy, but I saw something special in the children who would speak. Come to find out, they are one with me. And they're not even children because I think Buddha's 40. Anyways, that's not that old. I'm only 45. So I felt like they were actually talking about me when they were talking about Mom. That's pretty crazy, even if you ask me. Looking back, it makes me want to cry. I was under the veil of illusion, Maya, and perhaps I know why. Steel plates have been put over our third eye. Thanks, Mom, for removing the plates and the chips. And it just makes me want to cry. I've been connected to the great white buffalo calf pipe woman most all my life. So much so, I made it my intentions to receive indigenous teachings, and I've embraced the Native American church like I've been there all along. I love the dance. I love the song. I love the drum. I love the fire. I love the people. They have helped raise my consciousness higher. So yes, I thought I was Mom. That goes to show how much of a connection I have with her and how I am changing my direction to float back to her. What a relief. I just want to cry tears of joy as it's all starting again to make sense to me. Thankfully. With Mom, there's a purpose. With Mom, there's exact due service. She is the reason we keep on living. She's our host, and she's very forgiving. Thank you. We all need to step up to bat for Mom and give her our most. We can be playful while doing so. I can be the first one that you roast. What does it take to return to sender? Don't get lost in a mind bender. The ego will derail you if it can. Take it from me, my ego was the biggest in the land. One of the biggest. I think there's probably others that have, ego still. We're all working on bettering ourselves. We have a blessed opportunity to co-create our reality with our maker. I want to be a giver, not a taker. Perhaps a beeswax candlestick maker and soap. I intend to help with crystal schools for children, eclipse ball games for all aged children. Don and Cheryl Benson, thank you for that invention. Growing herbs, vegetables, and fruit. It all can be done if you give a hoot. Dare to care. I am here to be a mouthpiece for God. I'm far from perfect, but I now know my role and I now know my job. To you all here today, oops. Well, I know my role, I know my job. Are you ready to step into the ring? Surrender your life to God and give her everything. She will give it all back to you, even more than you can imagine. Due to deep state, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, cabal darkness, I've been in a forced separation from my only child, my daughter, Sienna. Sienna is actually a color of the earth. I've only seen her once in 2 years, and today on Mother's Day, I could be in tears. Instead, I've gathered my courage and my strength to witness to you all here today and put Mom first, and all will trickle into place. I know the longing I feel to hold my daughter, my only child. I can only imagine what it would feel like for Mom to have the same desire and long for her children, to acknowledge her presence. She is patience. Mom has endured a lot for us. The most beautiful love story that is ever told. It's about to behold. I mean, it's in front of our eyes. It's unfolding in front of our eyes. She is a good mother. Thank you, Protector Father. Not that she needs protecting, but we honor your role and we thank you. My life is a reflection of what Mom has went through, and it hasn't been very fun in a lot of ways. Pain, sorrow, suffering, but I've managed to keep my humor. We know that darkness disrupts your lives and can destroy it badly. I am ready to master myself gladly to help Mom. Then we can get to the fun, building, farming, loving, creating, painting, living, laughing, learning, singing, dancing, drumming, sharing, caring, and actively caring for one another is my dream. Mom is the missing link to everything. Everything is better with Mom in it. She wins it. Love is one. Love prevails. Isn't this starting to get exciting? The tremendous great mystery unveil. Before I booked my session with Love is One, I was literally stuck. I was ready to do something, but I wasn't sure what. I was stuck in that molasses swamp. There was no going forward without you, Mom. I am present now. I am here. Mahalo, Mom. With you there is no fear. For you have made everything crystal clear. Trust in the plan. It's coming to a culmination. Rise up in unity, love and light sovereignty. Be who you were meant to be. Authenticity, freedom to be your higher self, the grandest version of yourself. Mine might be an elf. Within the word self, there's the word elf. Reach out to your brothers and sisters. Complacency has come to an end. It's not your friend. We all need to step up and do something.